22-year-old Jamal Hussain was a key player in of two men inside the shop. The gangster was part of a Walsall gang who showed no regard of human life. Along with Haider Shabir, who was jailed for 14 years, Mohammed Uwais Latif, who was jailed for 9 years and 10 months, and Mohammed Tayyib Wajid, who was jailed for 21 months. On January 12th of this year, Jamal and his mate, 26-year-old Azeem Hussain, and two other people had travelled in a Ford Fiesta, fitted with false plates. They pulled to a stop outside City Computers on Bertram Road, and that was in the Smethwick area of Birmingham. This was broad daylight. Now the gang had spent the previous day driving all around Bertram Road, finding alleyways and shortcuts and side roads. The gang had also familiarised themselves of the number of workers inside City Computers, the best escape route and CCTV cameras that were dotted around. Jamal Hussain and Azeem Hussain bounced calls back and forth to each other, detailing the plan. The gang then went over the details on the morning of the Two of the Walsall gang members had armed themselves with axes, while another two members had armed themselves with sawn-offs that was at hip level and ready to aim. Immediately after stopping outside City Computers, the shop was bombarded while the driver fled the scene. That would be Jamal Hussain. Axes were used to smash the windows and the shop doors were flung open. The workers had no time to react. Now the plan was not to rob the shop. After all, money was not the motive. It was to cause serious harm or potentially K due to an ongoing family feud that saw promises to K each other and cars damaged and multiple promises to K each other through phone calls back and forth. Now two men entered the shop pressing the trigger as they stormed forward. Two of the workers were injured in the high-octane incident that saw two men struck, one in the shoulder and another one in the neck. Both men were aged in their 40s. In the aftermath, police investigated the and quickly were able to identify Jamal Hussain as the driver of the Ford Fiesta. Police were then able to use signal towers and mobile phone data to place Jamal Hussain and Azeem Hussain at the scene of the incident. Police then found CCTV that showed Jamal and Azeem and other members of the Walsall-based gang had scouted the area the day before. However, by the time police were ready to arrest Jamal Hussain, the 22-year-old had already went to the airport and boarded a plane. He left the country. The same was said for Azeem Hussain. Now Jamal Hussain was arrested in May of this year at the airport. Jamal Hussain was jailed for 9 years and 2 months for his part in the attempted M. It was just a miracle that nobody was K'd. Stay safe.